and spread offense and the two back set. You there? You hear me? Yeah, I'm running a lot of zones. I want to run some zones because I told you I'm gonna fix that shit. Zones and yeah, 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 yeah. Uh huh. Really? Right, right.
The NFL on EA Sports is
Uh-huh.
in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
PA.
yeah.
This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh
No, you don't
faithful
get hot
were
like that.
fired up by the
Yeah, so
hometown Steelers taking
I
the
wanted
field.
to, like I
They're
said,
all
I'm
set
working
as
on the
they'll
spread
match up
offense
with the Kansas
now
City
too.
Chiefs.
So I'm looking at this spread offense. I'm running blitz. I'm just mixing up stuff right now. I'm working on something because I'm trying to scheme some stuff, and then when I go online and play, I know what my shit is. Yeah. So I know it. Uh,
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and
right.
boots it away.
Are you serious?
And the kicker commits the kicker's
Wow.
cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds.
Wow. Wow. Right, right, right. Let me see. I want to run. I've been looking at this bear, 3-4 bear defense. The pinch might. Now it's got blitzes, it got zones. So I want to take a look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
The post,
An
the post.
excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Uh-huh. I want to see if you notice when I change something.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly
like I
brought
said,
down. But a nice little game.
It's right. I like it because it just makes you better. Because it makes you think about what you need to do.
So
and I like that.
After that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some
I know
rhythm,
one
right?
damn thing. What's next suck today? Michigan. They got that ass toe up.
And really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Yeah, they done. They ain't never gonna be ready for Ohio State. They got too many athletes. Ohio State's athletes are just superior. They're superior.
Position designation really doesn't matter.
Yeah, they
creep up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, first off, they shouldn't have been number 4 anyway. That's number 1. They ain't a number 4 ranked team in the country. I ain't trying to hear that. Or for the playoffs, for that matter.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Javon Hargrave. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Blue 45, blue 45. Slow. Left.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes.
Oh, I should have stayed there on my side. I should have stayed on my side.
On 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's already
I'm greedy. I'm looking at everybody else's plate.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left.
Oh,
shit. 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right
You
now.
got to tap. You got to tap. You don't want to dive. That'll cause you to fumble. You want to slide. Just tap square. Yeah, you got to tap it. Tap it. Yeah, you probably held it. You probably held it instead of tapping it. You damn sure don't want to dive. That shit cause you so many griefs.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Left. Slow.
Now it's Mahomes again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away
Harbaugh
with the
gonna have to leave
interception.
Michigan, and he's done. 39 points is good for any other team, but not against this team.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And his first pass
Come
here
on,
is going
dude.
to
You mean
fall
tell me you gonna let
incomplete.
that happen?
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger over the middle here to Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Go, guys. He's coming. We got jump left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just like that.
Snickers, got to spin. You good? You cross?
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
I got him. Watch twist.
Good job, guys.
Mike's 50.
Bell, bell.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
AB, bell, bell.
Watch left. Check the outs.
Now Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down.
Here we go.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Squirrel.
3 down.
Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player, a low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has a slot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he completes it to Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Blue 45, blue 45.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Ooh.
Over the middle, he's
Good
got
job,
Watkins.
good job.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
Oh, did they?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Kelsey out in the slot right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there, punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. For Brown, that's his 5th catch. So 5 catches over 50 yards. You might as well set your watch to that. He does it every game.
Think about 2013.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
66.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. This will be caught by Brown. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes...
Now been hit, and he lost
Oh,
the
you
football. It's
motherfucker.
loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
He stood there and watched that shit. He said, I ain't going nowhere.
Get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Snickers.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Roethlisberger now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
Big.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Arizona State beat Arizona. Good shit.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Watch 7. Watch.
Gotta go.
Watch 7.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his last 7 straight passes.
I want that. Give me that ball, D.
Gotta go.
Give me that ball.
Ben to throw again.
No. Me.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
Three down. Here we go. Green.
Mahomes now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
39. Green 39. Z. Slow. 51 the mic, boys. 51. Ready? Z.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Squirrel!
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Roger. Set. Blue 30.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
AB.
Don't get nervous.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington with a catch, middle of the field.
Let's go.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
All right, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Good job, guys. Corner.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Set. Blue 30.
Give me some. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will be taken in at the 1. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
We got right. We got right.
Kings. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Green 90. Green 90.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Slow. Slow. Mike 51. Z. Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for one. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 48 yards. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90. Z.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Watch the screen.
Z.
Motion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Too little, Cupcake.
Left.
Check.
Z. Slow.
Mike, boy, 51.
And again, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Butker now to kick this one away.
Back to return.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gotta go. 50, Mike, 50.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Look out for number 30. Double bump.
Single. I got a single on the slot.
All right, let's go.
You got motion, man.
Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Mike 50, Mike 50. 8.
Silver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Hey!
3 down. Motion.
Hey!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
3 down.
Monday. Gotta go.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
All right, exactly.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Watch tight end.
Show that bench release and go.
5 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Pittsburgh will kick this one off.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Green 90.
I'm coming.
We got Z. 51's a mic. 51's
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
With the catch on the play. Gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
I'm coming for you. Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Z. 51's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Tight end's right. Hey, go. 3 down.
The drive will start with Connor. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Big. Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Go. Out. 3 down. Corner.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
8. 50. Mike's 50. We got to get it back.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
A good pickup there, a 22. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And now here comes Kansas City. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Slow. Big stop. Slow. Let's go.
Motion.
Slow.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right. I got you.
Huh? I'm a linebacker. That's me. I'm all over the place.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Outside backer.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Down to a knee
Yeah.
here. The defense still with a couple of
Yeah,
timeouts. We'll see if
he's
they
on the
want to use
outside.
it.
On the right. He's the guy I used to blitz, but I put him in coverage and help out. Yeah.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.